Thursday, April 14th, and it's the morning situation briefing. Snapshot of the region this morning. You do see the updated numbers from the unaccompanied children as of Monday. No changes to our declaration status. Do see some updated numbers from the ongoing damage assessments around the region this morning. And we have no fire management grant request to talk about this morning. As we switch over to the geo platform this morning, things are quiet around the region. Got a little bit of rain down south. Mark's going to tell us all about that here in just a moment. No changes at the national level. National Watch and the NRCC are at level 4. Here at the region, we did go to enhanced watch on the watch, and the ROCC is now back to level 4. Looking at our state EOCs this morning, Arkansas is at level 4, Louisiana 3, New Mexico level 4, Oklahoma 3, and Texas is at level 4. No changes to the status of our IMAT this morning. Checking shelters. Arkansas still has 1 shelter with 7 occupants. Oklahoma also 1 shelter with 18, and those have been constant for about the last week. Power outages this morning. All the power outages are below 1,000. Texas has the highest with 563, so nothing to report there. So now we turn it over to Mark to tell us about the weather.
Alrighty, Paul, just to let you know, we're not seeing anything being shared on the screen right now. So I'll get started with the weather anyway. And overall, a quiet morning across Fema Region 6. We do have a few showers over coastal Texas, and those will be moving into Louisiana as we go on through the day. And could even see some thunderstorms across extreme southeast Louisiana for today, but really not looking for much in the way of severe weather or the threat for flooding. Continue with the high wind watches over portions of central and northern New Mexico, where wind gusts will be up to about 50 miles an hour for today. And looking at the 5-day threat matrix, and we'll continue with the threat for at least some locally heavy rainfall tomorrow over coastal Texas and Louisiana. And that should be ending very soon on Friday morning across southern Louisiana. Again, we're not really looking for too much in the way of impacts there. And we do have a little bit of winter weather to talk about over the Texas Panhandle, western Oklahoma, basically along the Red River Valley of Texas and Oklahoma, where we'll see a combination of rain-snow mix, even a little bit of accumulation possible across that area. But it looks like it's going to be mainly along the grassy areas, up to 1 inch, and it looks like it's going to be to the north of the Denton area. So nothing at FEMA 6 headquarters while we're looking at. And as we go and take a look at the river flooding, not too much change in the forecasted crests for the Mississippi River. If anything, they've actually come down just a little bit. And for today, it's going to be continuing to crest at Vicksburg, and then the crest will continue to go downstream here over the next few days. And there on the 5-day precipitation, you see the heavy rainfall staying mainly just offshore, where the bullseye is about 2 to 3 inches. That will be extending across extreme southeastern Louisiana and then more into northern Florida. And taking a look real quick at the Mississippi River flooding, that's what we have. That slide is actually a couple of days old, and so for today it is going to be cresting at Vicksburg, and again the crest will be working its way downstream, but because of the opening of the spillway, the crest at New Orleans is actually going to be on Friday, which is going to be sooner than what is going to be upstream. And real quick onto the drought monitor and space weather. Very quiet. We've actually had a little bit of a decrease in the drought over western New Mexico, and that's really basically the only area across the region that we still have much in the way of ongoing drought. So again, not too much to talk about as far as space weather. So that concludes my briefing, and I'll be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Anyone have any questions for the Weather Service? Go ahead and type it in the chat window. Apologize for things not coming up quite. I've been having computer issues for the last couple of days. Yeah, we will see if we can't fix that. In the meantime, here's what's going on around the region. All the training going on in the RCC today. And trivia question for today. How many ridges does the dime have? Anyone take a shot at that? I see a couple of answers coming in. And the winner is Morgan with 118. Tyler also got it. All right, everyone. Have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.